You're listening to Sexpot Radio. Now, here's Jenny Cush.
Welcome, everyone. It's great to hear you all, see you all. I don't know. I can't see you. Something. We're doing something here. I don't know what.
But we'll figure it out.
I turned your mic off because you had it unplugged for a second.
I was
like,
fucking around with it, trying to...
How do you Scott Greened your ass?
Yeah. I was like, yeah, you just turned into Sky Green for a second.
Like, all of a sudden, you're just tearing the studio apart right before the show
I'm not tearing
starts.
the studio apart. I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing.
We had 40 seconds, like 30 seconds before that.
Dude, I could set up a fucking laser show at the Fillmore in 5 minutes. I'm pretty sure I can switch a microphone.
You want a cookie or a blowjob for that?
Don't ask him that on the air.
Blowjob. I will take the
Oh,
planting of
jeez.
tulips on my fucking wiener right now. Bloody fucking shit, yeah. Fuck.
Awesome. Are we in the... I don't know if my shit's working.
Oh shit, it works.
It never works. So anyway,
So hey, happy fucking Tuesday.
it is fucking Tuesday.
No, it's just 2 for Tuesday or
Two
twat
for-
Tuesday or
Two
something. It has to
for
start with a
Tuesday?
T.
This isn't Colfax.
It has to start with a T.
Titty Tuesday?
Titty Tuesday. It's fucking Titty Tuesday. I got 2 titties.
I've got titties on my computer.
Nice. Yay for
Um,
titties. I like titties.
We all like titties. Who doesn't like titties? I bet Custer likes titties too.
I like titties. I saw titties the other night at Step.
We went to Apogea. We saw a lot of titties.
Lots of
Shush.
titties. Lots.
Shush.
Titties everywhere.
Like,
Naked titties.
Dude, it was so
getting chapped in the mountain air.
it was so nice in the mountains. It was nice at nighttime. Like, it was so nice at nighttime that people were losing clothes at nighttime. I think we even saw titties at nighttime.
We did see titties at night.
Saw titties at nighttime in the mountains between 9 and 11,000 feet. That's just unheard of.
The warm breeze
of.
up there was insane. Like, it was amazing. Ooh,
Which
look at
is a
Custer
treat.
plugging me in over
A treat in the mountains, when you're wandering around in a man-made city of love.
Sorry, folks.
It's nice.
This is like our first transition over from one show to another. I'm kind of proud of myself.
Yeah,
And it's okay. We're
sort
doing
of-
all right. Things are out a little weird, but
Just
So,
gotta
yeah,
move
Things
some
are
shit
always
by
around.
the way, tonight you have Jenny Cush here in the studio. That's me, and we have Jeremy here in the studio. We also have Custer operating the board.
You will up.
December's not with us tonight.
Oh, I miss her.
I miss her too.
Want to
but
hug her.
Things are what they are. So anyway, tonight we are going to talk about a few things. We are going to talk about anatomy. I'm going to give you all an anatomy lesson tonight. Because I'm not so sure you all know the difference between boys and girls.
Some people don't, and some people it really
Some
doesn't
people
matter.
are like, what is that? And I'm like, I have to explain it. And so you all need to listen, because I'm only going to explain this once.
Or twice or 3 times. You never know.
You
Who
never
knows?
know.
We may,
Sometimes we need repeats.
some things we may talk about more than others. Like
Yeah.
asses and where they can get kissed.
Some of you don't know what you have down there.
That's pretty sad.
That's going to be a fucking interesting section,
I
I'm
know,
pretty sure, whenever we talk about that.
I think you don't know.
Like, is that what is that?
What are you touching?
is that-
Why are you touching that? Oh wait. Oh. Ah.
Is that what you're calling a wiener? That's your weenie. Wiener.
This is the wiener.
Wiener. That is a
So,
fucking
did you know
funny
that
word.
there's a part of your body called the weenus?
Yes, I
yes.
did know that.
It's part of your elbow.
I think
A
every
wiener.
15
Yeah, that's right. The
yeah.
weenus. You want to touch my weenus?
I want to touch your weenus.
Every 15-year-old boy knows about the weenus.
The weenus.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
15-year-old girl. Because, like, actually, I think my daughter was 10 when she started walking around the house. I'm touching my weenus. I'm touching my weenus. And I'm like, you don't have a weenus.
That's when you got to slap your hand on that and be like, now I'm touching your weenus.
I just spanked your weenus.
That'll fuck with some people. I'll tell you what.
Why are you touching your child's weenus? You know? I don't know.
Don't touch my weenus.
Chirp, chirp.
I'm not sure where the show just went. It's the gutter.
Yeah, I don't know what to say.
Anyway, let's talk briefly about the medical marijuana patient tracking database.
That is all you.
It is all me. I read this to you the other day.
Yeah, I remember a little bit about this.
To Big Brother getting bigger.
Big Brother getting bigger.
Which is
So-
ironic because they're about to close down some parts of the
I know. They can't afford to run this and can't afford to run that, even though they're charging all this money, and now they want to do other things to just fuck with us. I don't get it. So anyway, what it says is that it's starting to look like there was an opportunity. What would happen?
There's no background sound. It's
Things are
fucking
going
weird.
Crazy.
Sorry, guys.
Throw up the
It's
white
okay.
white pads on the wall.
It's okay. I'll just start listening to the music in my head again.
Yay.
And the crazy voices.
That's what I do.
All right, it is starting to look like there never was an opportunity for public comment on the proposed digital connection between law enforcement and the Colorado Medical Marijuana Patient Registry. State officials are only able to point to vague language in the state statute for authorizing this program. The topic was never discussed in any of the Board of Health meetings in July of 2010 or to March of 2011 that were specifically called to outline rules in HB 1284. So what can you tell us about HB 1284?
You know, it's been so many years.
It
that
happened
I don't
before I
remember.
moved here, so I'm not totally...
I know that we spent a lot of time opposing it, but that was so many years ago, and so much fucking stress and shit went into that I really tried to block it out.
I think one of the
You know.
first rallies or protests that I went to was right before they were voting on HB 1284.
That was
That's
a tough
how-
year.
how
That
long
was a
it's been
tough
since I
year.
came.
That brought an end to medicating in the dispensary. So now it's like, well, I hope that works good, and I have to trust this big boob bimbo back here. Which, no offense to you, big boob bimbos out there, that doesn't mean I like you any less. May mean I like you a little more.
Because as we said before, we like boobs.
We do like boobies. We do like boobies, but it was nice to be able to go to a dispensary and be able to test out different strains and different things, or even just to be able to, you know, for lack of better terms, be able to meet up and not hang out with your friends, but yeah, I mean, kind of hang out with your friends and share different things. That's how we learn. That's how we research. It's harder to research this shit at your house, but the day that stopped, that was a sad day. 'Cause
That
it
was in
joyful.
March, right?
March 1st, 2010 was the last day that we got to do that, but
I moved here exactly 2 weeks after that took effect.
every day up to that was
I
sensational.
never got to medicate in the dispensary.
So, you know,
Sad.
it was wonderful. It was really nice because
That's why I moved here, and then I was like, well, fuck, this sucks. I should go back home. No, I'm kidding.
Well, it's nice because you could buy a joint of something and smoke it, and you're like, oh, this is fucking terrible.
I need another
And
joint
you
of
don't-
something else.
You don't buy a bag of that. You buy a
Right.
joint of something else, and you wait a little bit, and you smoke that, and it's like, oh, this works good for me. Or go up to the fucking counter and you buy more.
Right, so kind of like a
Now-
bar. That
right.
drink was good. I'm going to have more.
Right. How many people out there have bought bags at a... Okay, so... What an awesome problem to have living in Colorado. How many people out there have bought bags of weed from their local neighborhood dispensary and not been happy? You know,
I've
like,
seen this happen.
right, it sucks. You know, when you go to the store, you buy a bag,
You
take
can't return
home.
it.
Yeah, you can't bring back your weed, and you're like, this is shitty weed. Like, can I get another bag of weed? They're like, no, that is the weed that you purchased. Fuck off. Sweet.
That really
You know, like,
sucks.
it's awesome living in Colorado. Like, kudos to us living in Colorado. We get to go to the store and buy our weed. You know, we've got a receipt. We pay taxes. It's great. But if you buy shitty weed or weed that just doesn't work for you, you're out of luck.
That sucks.
Thanks to 1284, you know. But, you know, it
Well-
does legitimize. There, a couple of years later, it's like Colorado's still holding pretty strong. So I can't. Like, I opposed it pretty strong in the beginning, and it does have its downfalls. But we do have a much more, I don't like using their words, but we do have a much more legitimized industry because of it. So, I don't want to say the feds aren't fucking with Colorado
You can
much.
walk into a pharmacy and you can get your medication and you can take your pills as you walk away from the counter.
Yeah.
If you have a glass of water.
You could take Marinol if you were to walk away from the counter with it too. It's just, if you had to smoke your Oxycontin, I don't think that you could do it. It's the smoke that bothers people. If you could consume your
who's
cannabis.
that bothering in a dispensary? Y'all are there for the same thing, like.
Yeah,
The people who like to control other people.
Well,
Oh
the
my
puppet masters.
Oh my God, they're gathering and smoking and doing wild orgies.
They're flocking.
You know who I thought really got fucked? Who I thought got the real shit into the deal is fucking Steve from the Ganja Gourmet.
Right.
Is that they made some sweet food, all kinds of crazy. I mean, it was a little expensive, but I mean, you could go there.
A lot of people got fucked over that because that's a good business plan right there.
I
really
wanted
is.
to open.
Sit down,
You know how many
eat,
awesome pizza places there would be?
medicated off your pizza.
But
Double-edged sword right there, though.
The thing is that if we were still allowed to do that, then we'd just have cops hanging out outside
Donut
of
shops.
Yeah, but why wouldn't they fucking hang out outside of bars?
Well, we just have the cops hanging out around, Ganja Gourmet and pulling people over. Oh, you're intoxicated. You're above that 5 nanograms.
Yeah, but that's. Dude, there's a bar on every street corner. The cops could and should be hanging out there.
Is it entrapment if the cops wait outside of the bar for you?
There's a lot of things cops do that are kind of entrapment.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I saw you go in. I bought you a drink. I saw you come out.
Well, I don't know if a security guard at the bank busts you trying to rob the bank. Is that entrapment that he's there because he's guarding the bank, or?
Well, no, because he's a security guard that actually gets paid to be a security guard.
But he's out in the open. It's not really.
Keep it secure.
It's not really
Right.
entrapment if you are well aware that he's there, but.
Well, but if there's always police hanging out outside of a bar,
then you'd be aware.
Then you'd be aware that they're there.
Police are crooked. Like some are okay, like the one that let me into my car and then drive away drunk.
Well, but when we went to the dispensary and got, fucking medicated, yeah, I like to say fuck. So if the word fuck offends anybody that's listening.
This is a show about sex. There's a lot of fucking going on.
A lot of fucking going on. So
anyway.
Just fucking A. Now I forgot what I was talking about, but something about dispensaries and punching a chicken. I don't know. Fuck. Who knows?
So anyway, this whole article that we were talking about and we got sidetracked on is about them linking it. So like when they swipe your driver's license, from what I understand, they will know if you are a medical marijuana patient. I don't think that's fair.
Well, I don't even know what to say.
Nothing's fair.
When it comes to the government, this is just the government just wants more, and they're willing to continue to take, and as long as we don't stand up and stop them, they're gonna keep taking. I mean, if somebody's robbing you and you never say anything, they never think that you caught them, they're gonna keep fucking you over. It's the whole, if you're punching somebody in the face and they never tell you to stop, you're only going to stop when your fucking hand stops hurting. Or starts hurting, not stops. You'll probably start punching them again. So it's up to people to say, no more, God damn it, fucking stop.
Right.
No.
Do you want to take a caller? There's somebody's calling.
Do we have a caller who's calling us?
I don't know. It's a
okay,
random
answer
caller.
it.
It's really risky.
All right. It is risky. No screens. Who is this? You're on Sexpot Radio.
You know who it is. Who is this? You're on Sexpot.
Well, you need to turn down your
Warren.
They got it.
Hey, Warren.
Hey, Warren. How are you?
Sorry to interrupt, guys, but we were actually listening and wanted to talk about that whole tracking thing with CDPHE and med.
All right.
Yeah.
Because it appears from the latest report from med that while it's not great and there will be a tracking system, it won't be like earlier reported, like a sex offender, where the cops can drive down Colfax, run your plates, and have it pop up with a green leaf or something to let people know that you're a medical marijuana patient.
Okay.
So it's a little better than everybody thinks right now, and it's kind of one of my pet peeves, because it appears to be still an issue we need to pay a lot of attention to, but not with overkill in terms of making claims that something's happening that isn't.
Okay. Sweet.
See, and here you said sex offender. I thought, do we have to start going door to door telling people, hi, I'm a pothead? Like, hi, my name
Well,
is...
and frankly, earlier reports were that it was going to be like a sex offender, where if a police officer was driving down Colfax and running license plates, which they do all the time, looking for warrants. That's what they do when they have nothing better to do. And it would pop up as literally a green flag, because my understanding is currently sex offenders pop up as a red flag. And so this would have been a variation of that, which was frightening, particularly with the discussions of a DUID bill with a 5 nanogram whole blood limit. I mean, that was terrifying. But, right now, what is being proposed is something that, and what's interesting is, one of the discussions recently was that it would allow the officers to confirm extra plant count, which for me would be a good thing.
That would be a good thing, especially if they're going into a home that they don't have a warrant for, or that they do have a warrant for and they run into a lot of plants.
Well, and exactly, Jenny, and that's why I don't want to, be in their face and pissed off at them.
Right.
If in fact, the report from Williams correct, and they are willing to go so far as to talk about justifying an increased plant count, where a Joe officer could kick in the door, say, oh my God, there are 36 plants, and actually have some way to get in touch with somebody or something that said, yes, Warren is allowed to have 36 plants, and then he could leave. And weird enough, even though it's a list, for me that would be a good thing, because it would protect a lot of people that I know that get in trouble.
So would this only be for the police to have access to, or would it when they do background checks and they can pull up your criminal background and stuff, say for getting an apartment, will they be able to pull up that you're a patient as well?
It would only be available to law enforcement.
Okay.
So I think it would be, I'll get all lawyerly with you. It's broader than the police, because I think it would be available to sheriffs, to the district attorneys, probably to the feds, and probably to the state police. Again, you're hearing me say a lot of probablys because nobody friggin' knows.
Yeah, we're not
but
sure.
But I do know that they narrowed it down from the previous discussion of it's going to be like the sex offender list to something that's going to be a verification list. Lists suck, okay? We know it. We've seen bad movies about the 40s. But at the same time, a lot of us have been here since 2000 when Amendment 20 passed and went into effect, and all those nightmare stories about them rounding up all the patients. We sat here, 12 years into it without that happening. So I got to have a little faith that this is real. Again, words to regret later, but that registry's been pretty tight so far.
Right. Well, my biggest concern with that list being available is that not breaking the HIPAA law in some sort of fashion.
And depends which little bench I'm standing on. Because, my old stance was yes, hell yes. The problem is, the reality of it is HIPAA is a federal regulation. We don't have a state HIPAA law in Colorado. So HIPAA would have to be enforced by the feds. So you'd have to see John Walsh come in and say, yes, medical marijuana patient, I'm going to enforce your rights not to let other people know you're a medical marijuana patient, even though I frankly don't believe in medical marijuana and want to shut down everybody who's growing it and providing it for you. The reality is the feds wouldn't and won't enforce it. And I can broadly and blatantly say that because Med says that. Go talk to anybody from Med, and since the days of 3 kings ago at Med, they've been consistent that HIPAA doesn't apply because it's a federal regulation, and under the federal rules, medical marijuana is illegal, and so they aren't going to come protect your rights to use medical marijuana any more than they come and protect your rights to use LSD, another Schedule I drug.
Okay, so which leads me to the question, if somebody that works in the doctor's office that you go to went to someone and said, hey, this person's a medical marijuana patient, could they be federally prosecuted for breaking the HIPAA law?
No.
No?
And that is, in fact, one of the good things that came out of 1284 and 1043 were regulations that enacted criminal penalties for people that blabbed. And granted, they're only misdemeanors, but that's better than nothing, which is what we were quickly realizing was probably the case under the current regulations. And you know, Jenny, frankly, my fear was that at some point, given the economic state of the industry, some patient was going to be more valuable to a center in terms of, oh, the National Enquirer wants to know how much Denver Nugget player X has consumed as a medical marijuana patient over the last year, and they'll pay me $250,000 for that info. Yet, you know, Med wants blah, 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 and then I have to still be in this industry. And that was increasingly terrifying me, whether it was a professional athlete, a judge, or just somebody who there was some value to outing them.
Right.
But now it's at least a criminal offense. You'd be banned from working in the industry, you know, a lot of other licensing. So weirdly enough, because I'm, you know, mostly a defense attorney, it would have been nicer to see a little more teeth in that regulation and have it be a felony 5 or 6 if somebody disclosed it. But, you know, I'll take what I can get, so.
Right, yeah, exactly. Okay, well, thank you for clarifying that for us, Warren. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. And sorry for interrupting. It just, you know, want to, again...
Absolutely awesome of you to interrupt.
Least friendly attorney had to jump in because that's one of my pet peeves.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, when you know stuff, when you hear us just ranting or raving about something, call us and say something. You're like, no, I could stop your rant. I know the answers.
Well,
we like that.
If I'm there, I will. Not a problem, guys. And I'll
Sweet.
Have a great rest of the show, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Awesome. Thank you.
You have a great
See ya.
night. Thank you, Warren Edson, for calling in and clarifying some of that for us. We really do appreciate that.
That really is a gift.
It makes me happy to know that Warren and George are sitting at home together watching this show. That's awesome. I feel like my parents are watching.
Right? Like our totally awesome parents.
I know, right?
You know, that's awesome. Good shit.
That is awesome. I sent Georgia a message last night. I told her that she makes me feel all warm and cozy. And I said, or it could just be the wine you fed me.
Yeah, somebody was a little bit sloshy.
2 drinks, and I had a buzz going home last night.
I'm a bit sloshy.
That's funny.
On the way home, it's fucking
like,
funny.
Getting to the car, and I'm like slurring my words. I'm like, I only drank 2 glasses.
You drank them slowly, though.
I did drink them slowly.
And that's the key when you're...
Yeah, I thought I was done, and then she filled my glass during the show.
Yeah, you got quiet for a little bit.
I had a buzz going on. I was feeling pretty good. But, you know, it's alcohol. It makes you feel that delusion of grandeur.
So what all do we got on the show tonight? Like, what are our plans?
Well,
like,
we are going to talk about the female and the male G-spot.
The male has a G-spot, really?
The male has a G-spot. Want to find out where?
Could be fun.
I need a glove.
Need a fucking glove up in here.
I'll need a bloody glove.
Not
a bloody glove.
Not a bloody glove.
Just a...
You know, they gotta have some problems in England, you know? They're like, fuck, I need a bloody glove. No, you just threw it in the fucking trash. Dude, just get a fucking clean one. No, I need a bloody glove now. Damn, fuck. What do they do? What do they say? I don't know. Who knows? Shit. Sorry for screaming like that.
Wow. Okay.
Almost feel like we need a commercial and a spanking.
So, okay. So we're going to do a little anatomy lesson tonight, and we're going to talk about the male and the female G-spot.
Are we going to have a spanking?
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we spanking?
You know,
I think that we should have a spank.
Next week, if intern
Jenny
shows up.
We're going to spank him. We're going to tie him up and spank him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's high time for another tying up. Like,
intern, you have been warned.
Well, no.
You will be getting a spanking.
Intern's not on the internet.
Right.
Well, he should be.
What other hot girls do we know that need tying up?
Crystal Guest wants to come on and be tied up.
Ooh, she's a hot girl. She needs to be tied up.
She is a hot girl. We need to get Chloe on here. We need to get Georgia in here. Warren, you should just tie Georgia up at home and drag her down here.
Well, I could see that going over.
How
not
can
well
you
at all.
talk about them like they're your parents 1 second, and then be like, "Hey Warren, go tie mom up."
Because they're not blood, so it can be kinky like that.
Her answer's better than mine. I was gonna say she grew up in Montana.
Step parents and all.
Just kidding.
Oh.
Just kidding. They're fucking that. They are weird up there.
Wow.
They're weird down south too.
The women are lonely, the sheep are scared. What?
Meh.
Oh. Ba means no.
Yeah. Ba. More than one ba. Means ba ba. Means no. I don't know what the fuck.
All right.
Shit, you
So
learn at Apogee.
I don't know. What else are we talking about? We are talking about female ejaculation on the show as well tonight. So we
It's not a myth.
still have a couple minutes.
It's not a myth. The female
Not a myth.
ejaculation is not a myth, dude. And when you hit the spot, it can get real messy.
Absolutely. So
But I look forward to the details about it because the female ejaculation is weird.
it is weird.
It can be surprising. It can be emotional. It can
Yeah.
usually be very, very wet and messy.
It can require plastic sheets.
Or towels.
Towels are great.
Or
Squeaky,
shop
squeaky.
vac.
A
Or
shop
shop
vac, dude.
vac.
Fuck, dude. For some people,
Wow.
you know, a shop vac could be very appropriate.
Just be prepared. Towels in the shower are great.
So that's gonna be a messy conversation.
It's not gonna get messy. This is the studio.
It's a good thing that you're here, Custer. You know, because seriously, like this could get just.
This whole
I guess it's not
show.
inappropriate. This is a internet show.
It's
there's
an internet show about sex.
I mean, like, I
any
could
any
leave
crazy
you guys in
fucking
the
thing
room
could
for
happen.
a while and take off while you guys talk.
No,
This
it's
would not be the appropriate time for that.
it really wouldn't. There's reasons.
Shoot.
That it's all good.
Okay.
you know.
Anyway.
Yeah.
In other news, the Denver Council postpones their vote on the medical marijuana ad ban.
Well, that's nice.
Terrell Ray took the podium wearing a white t-shirt with the cat in the hat on the front and a marijuana leaf gracing the back. I support medical marijuana. I am an advocate. I am a nurse, Ray said. But she also supports a ban on the medical marijuana dispensary outdoor advertisements. Ray said that at a Denver City Council public hearing Monday night that people can find the dispensaries without outdoor advertisements, a claim echoed by all 7 who spoke. The proposal up for discussion would create an ordinance banning outdoor advertising for medical marijuana centers within 1,000 feet of a school, child care center, parks, and recreation centers. The council voted unanimously to postpone the final consideration until August 20th. Council President Chris said that on August 1st, Councilman Chris Herndon, I can't even read right now, will bring an ordinance to committee that will enact a citywide outdoor advertising ban for dispensaries. The first reading is scheduled for August 13th. An all-encompassing or more narrow ordinance will pass. The council may also decide to let the industry itself regulate. So, I don't know, like, what do you think about this?
I think it looks kind of stupid when somebody's outside holding a sign that says an age. But you know, fuck, dude. I mean, it's competition. If
You don't
somebody can stand
really-
outside dressed as a slice of pizza and hold a sign that says Richmond Homes, which actually may be a Texas thing. I don't know. I could be wrong. But
Is it so much about the sign holders, or is it more about the billboards, though?
if you can have an alcohol billboard,
Yeah.
and you can have Viagra commercials on TV and beer commercials
but
during the
it says
Super
that
Bowl.
Viagra is for patients who suffer from impotency.
Well, marijuana is
Well,
for
then-
patients that
But
suffer
the
from a whole
billboards don't
list
say
of
that.
things. Because it would, fuck, I don't know. I mean,
From what I understand, like, their biggest thing is that they kind of want it to say that for patients, there's this.
well, I concur.
Instead of being like, hey, buy some weed over here.
Yeah, no, I totally concur with that. It should kind of be designated. We as patients know that that's for us, but you know, as a non-patient,
Right,
a 17-year-old
but
driving
grandma
down the
and
street's like,
grandpa
ooh, $15 eighth
right.
for me, sweet. No, not for you,
Hey
little
man,
fucker.
I see that you can get a $15 eighth over there. Will you go get it for me? No.
No.
I won't.
I will go
get
get
red
you a
card.
middle finger, and you can go fuck yourself.
Here is a business card. Go find a doctor.
Right, and still go fuck yourself. I hate it when people fucking ask me to go get them weed. I hate it. They're like, would you go get me some weed? And I'm like, yeah, no, go fuck yourself.
I hate it when people ask me
I love saying go fuck yourself.
because I can't smoke it. So no, I don't fucking want to go get any for you. And I won't.
So, go fuck yourself. Woohoo! Yay!
Go to the doctor with your ailment and get a red card.
Yeah, get your own fucking
I will
red
gladly drive you there. But I won't buy any for you.
card. Yeah.
All right. On that note, we are going to pay some bills here.
Are you a runner? Are you a runner who supports marijuana legalization? Run on Grass is a group of athletes actively seeking to change our marijuana laws. We speak the truth about cannabis, bringing the message through our feet to new ears. Check out runongrass.com to find out more about us, our events, and how to join up or how to sponsor a runner. If you're in the Denver area, please join us for runs or start a group in your area. Running not your thing? Any sport can do it. On grass. Runongrass.com.
Are you a medical marijuana patient or interested in finding out how to become one? Contact Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern. Conveniently located on Hamden and Tamarack in the Whole Foods parking lot behind Proof of the Pudding. Mile High Wellness offers a wide variety of edibles, hashes, and some of Colorado's top strains. Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern. 3525 South Tamarack, Suite 110, on the corner of Hamden and Tamarack. 720-382-8516. Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern.
Hi, Josh Stanley here from National Geographic's American Weed. I'm here with my brothers, and we've just recently put together a foundation in Colorado to allow for cancer patients and other patients of debilitating conditions to be able to get a hold of cannabis-based oil that's just about free of charge. I've just about had it with seeing sick patients suffer needlessly just because they can't afford the proper medication. That's what the Realm of Caring is going to change. Visit therealmofcaring.com. The website will be complete and up on 4/20 of 2012. But until then, please contact any of us Stanley Brothers directly through email. You can get us at gratefuljosh@hotmail.com. Now come on, Colorado. We need to take care of each other. Join the Realm. That's realmofcaring.com. Thank you so much.
California's Attorney General has determined that the Repeal Cannabis Prohibition Act will save hundreds of millions of dollars from our overburdened justice system while creating hundreds of millions in new tax revenues from new sustainable jobs and industries that are friendly to our environment. But we can't do it without your help. We are seeking your donations to get on the ballot. Please go to repealcannabisprohibition.org to learn more about how you can help. It's time to end the war on cannabis and hemp in California. It's time to end the madness. Paid for by Sensible Californians Incorporated.
Let's face it, rules and regulations are complicated, especially in the field of medical marijuana. Let Medical Marijuana 101 help you get through the compliance process. We can also explain to you your employment requirements, your employees, and your business. But our work doesn't stop there. Our experience in cultivation ranges from the design of grow rooms to the diagnosis and resolution of grow problems. Visit us at www.medicalmarijuana101.com or call 303-388-7706. That's 303-388-7706.
And we're back. Welcome to Sexpot Radio, everyone. I'm here in the studio with Jeremy and Chris Custer.
What up? Guess we'll have to work on some cooler names than that shit.
Yeah.
Well,
The Rev.
have to use our Apple playa names.
Right.
Get off my cord.
You're twisting me up in your cord. I feel like I'm being tied up on my own show.
Now that's a novel fucking idea. Tie to the chair.
Everybody wants me to tie them up, but nobody ever ties me up. It's not fair. I want somebody to offer to come in on the show and tie me up.
Do it.
He doesn't know the knots.
I'll fucking learn that shit.
I need to teach him.
It's knots. Just tie her up.
There's a difference between knots and knots.
Yeah, that's true.
Naughty knots and not so good knots.
Dude, on the TV, this Pepsi can looks all placed. I hate Pepsi.
We're on TV.
On the
this
video.
On TV! Duh, I fucking hate TV, too. I don't watch TV, so it's like, oh, I see me on TV. You know, it's on the computer. It's a screen. It's not fucking TV. God.
to box.
There's a reason that television programs are called programs, people. Turn that fucking shit off, Jenny.
It's my mom. Well, not my mom.
Call her. Say, Mom, you're on fucking Sexpot Radio. Let's talk about how you like to take it in the ass. Woohoo!
It's not that mom. It's Georgia mom.
Oh. I, in no way, I'm not even going to finish that.
I love you, Georgia.
Love you too, Georgia.
Jeremy.
Carry on.
Jeremy.
But actually, what I was talking about is going to be something coming up later in the episode.
What? Backdoors?
Some butthole surfers.
Backdoor booty surfer? Wait, what?
Backdoor pioneering.
Backdoor gold digging. So.
Gross. Once you put it that way, it sounds kind of
ship
gross.
Destroyer? Georgia has mentioned in the chat room that we have a new show coming up, iDab Radio. Maybe somebody should tell us a little bit about that.
Oh,
Maybe somebody that's on it.
That sounds really weird.
I asked some people to advertise with me, and they're like, we want to start our own show.
Yeah, dude, I still think that we should be advertising.
Feel a little
with
butthurt about that. No, I'm kidding.
Butthurt. Oh, there's a whole lead into something new. No, that's true. We should talk about a new show that's coming up. We're not entirely sure what night, but some night. I'm gonna say between Sunday.
I'm gonna
starting
Saturday.
1 week from tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you best have your shit together. You're doing it on Wednesday, yo.
Sweet, because next Tuesday I really
From
want to go
7 to
see Bill
9.
Nye the Science Guy and Dr. David Grinspoon up in Boulder on Tuesday next week, and I was really stressing it. But we have a plan now.
We may, Custer, if you wouldn't mind, we
Yeah, well-
may
What?
pre-record the show for next week.
Next week's show may be
Okay.
pre-recorded, so we could go see Bill Nye the Science Guy in
What?
Boulder.
What? Are you taking
Want to
me
go to
with
Bill
you?
Nye the Science Guy?
The Science Guy!
No, are you gonna take me with you?
We'll totally take you with us
Well,
if
but
you'll
it's,
pre-record your show
it's
for us.
Tuesday at 8 o'clock. That's the problem.
Oh,
Don't you have the show?
But who's gonna make it
no.
run?
Oh,
Yeah, somebody's got to run the shit. Yeah, see, that's what
dreams
sucks as a producer.
crashed.
We're
Oh,
sorry.
It's okay.
Bill.
We'll take a
Nye the
camera
Science
with
Guy.
us and we'll record it for you
Okay, that's
if we can.
yeah.
We'll ask Mr. David Grinspoon if we can do that.
Doctor.
That'd be
Mr.
cool.
Doctor
Dr.
Grinspoon.
David
I love that man.
He
He
is a
is
swell
like,
fella.
for a space guy, he is the most down to earth guy I know. Like,
For a space guy.
for a space guy.
Dude, space guys are called astronomers.
He's so spacey.
That's awesome shit.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck.
He's a space guy.
He's spacey. Spacey and stuff. He looks at the stars. He went to Norway, I believe, during Apogea to watch
Oh,
the
yeah.
Venus
The Venus transit across
Yeah,
the sun.
that
so
I missed
That's pretty sweet.
because I was occupied.
It's not so
by
much that we
something.
missed it. It's just that we were.
We knew about it.
we
It was
were- no,
coming
it was on the 5th. We left on the 6th. We watched it. I watched part of it live online.
on the internet. We watched it
On
on
the-
the internet
What-
instead of out the window.
Where else are you gonna watch a little dot transit across the sun? You can't stare at the sun and be like. I mean, we tried that with the eclipse. Didn't really
We
work
did
very well.
try
That was the
that.
fucking moon going in front
It
of
kind
it.
of went shitty.
Which, of course, the moon's way smaller than Venus as is, but the size proportion to the distance,
makes
is
it
a little different.
Speck of an ant going across the sun.
Right? It really hurts to look into that bright ball of light.
We even got the people at the pizza place to go out and try to look at it.
We did. They
They were being blinded too.
Yeah, they didn't quite get the.
They were
whole-
at work and didn't know that it was going on. It was awesome. We had to educate them,
which was fun,
especially since they didn't know what it was.
right? So, anyways, next Wednesday we're starting. Will be the iDab radio show, and so yeah, we there's a small group of us that called we call ourselves Top Shelf Extracts. We won the Cannabis Cup in April, right after 420.
Isn't
it was
that
pretty
special?
sweet. Isn't that special?
I'm really
kinda
proud of you
special.
guys. Actually,
It really was kind of special, getting to stand up in front of on the stage and get a sweet little golden cup and.
You're like
front of
all
a-
dabbing people out the other day, and I was like, he doesn't like to like advertise it and stuff, but I was like, but he won the Cannabis Cup. While I'm doing dude's tattoo, I'm like, he won the Cannabis Cup. That's why
And-
he likes to, yeah.
For our radio show, I figure I might as well say something. But yeah, I
Right.
don't, otherwise it is what it is.
Jeremy is pretty humble guy.
He is. I'm so proud of him. I'm like, he won.
You get him behind the mic though, he's all crazy.
Well, because you can be anybody the fuck you want, you know. I don't like to be that center of the spotlight person, but behind the scenes, dude, shit, you can be any fucking buddy you want. You know, I like the Dick Cheney to George Bush. They're both pieces of shit, but you know, Dick Cheney was the real powerhouse. George Bush was a fucking buffoon. They're both dipshits, but you know.
W.
You lost me there.
What?
No, there's it's the behind the scenes joke is the Dick Cheney to George Bush is the puppet master is Dick Cheney behind there with his hand up George Bush's ass trying to talk. George Bush a bumble, and that's when Dick Cheney was drinking and thinking of other shit.
So you're Dick Cheney?
And the dickhead.
What?
Yes, but I'm just saying I just like to be the guy behind the scenes, the one that's not so out there. Like Bush was out there, Cheney really wasn't. Cheney shot his hunting partner
In the face.
killed the motherfucker, and went right back to being
didn't
vice
die,
president.
No, he didn't die.
No?
Die?
No, I don't think he died.
He just
Are you
shot him in
sure?
the face.
Yeah, he's just shot.
How
in
do you
the
get
face.
shot in the face and not die?
Because
Because it was shotgun pellets?
because Cheney's a bad aim. Because he's like part.
Because
man-
he's Dick Cheney.
part man and part machine.
Okay, so whether you die, something cyborg, whether you die or not, dude, motherfucker shot somebody in the fucking face and went back to being vice president shortly after.
The angle
No
saved
issues.
his life, by the way. Angel says the angle. I'm assuming that it was the angle that in which he was shot kept him from dying in the face.
Okay, so just as a quick
So it
recap,
went like this.
George Bush almost died from a pretzel,
Pretzel.
and Dick Cheney almost killed somebody with a shotgun to the face. With a shotgun blast, let freedom ring with a shotgun blast to your neighbor's face. And he couldn't fucking kill anybody. So our president at the time couldn't die, couldn't successfully eat a snack food, and the vice president couldn't successfully hunt, and he couldn't successfully kill somebody. We elected these people.
And they couldn't successfully find weapons of mass destruction either.
That allegedly existed.
You know, thank God we get to smoke weed. So, you know, for the most part. Not all of us, you know, but
You know,
but-
it is what it is. I try not to kill people.
it is what it is, so.
I do have to say,
Try not to kill people.
I do have to say, traffic's really hard lately. Like, it's really, really hard.
And you wonder why I freak out about traffic and then I dab out.
Yeah, but you
But
get
I
to
may
dab
or may not
out.
drive.
So
I will not confirm nor deny the
it took
success
me
rate.
an hour to go 20 blocks today. An hour.
And that's where a joint makes
Wow.
it like an hour. to
There was
enjoy
a
that
wreck, and
goober.
the police felt the need to park the wrong direction in traffic to clean up said wreck. Because why drive the vehicle off to the side? I don't understand it, but I also met an old lady going the wrong direction on the highway today.
Awesome.
Like, she's in the lane right next to me. I'm like, whoa, whoa. This is why people like need to have their license, need to be tested periodically, more periodically, as they reach a certain age. I believe when you hit 40 every year, you should have to go in for a driving test.
Dude, in Arizona, you don't have to renew your license for like as long. Like
16 years in Montana, they changed it to, and I'm like, what?
I think what it is they just it's how many years, how old you are. That's how many years you have
Right.
to renew it.
So-
So like I had an Arizona license and it was like 30 years from now I could renew it.
It depends on your age. Like, my daughter is getting her license, and she'll be 16, and so she won't have to renew again until she's, like, I think at 21. And then after 21, I believe it's 8 years from there. Because they change the color of your license after you turn 18 or 21. For those people that
They changed the
can't-
color of it?
yeah. There's like there's like a little colored square behind you, and they change that color. because, you know, why would they expect anyone to know how to do math to figure out if you're old enough to buy alcohol?
Well, see, here in Colorado, they do this. If you're under 21, your license is straight up.
Uh-huh.
So what do they call it? Portrait style.
Oh, okay.
And if you're over 21, it's landscape style. I'm holding up my fingers like it fucking matters. You know, I'm talking into a microphone like.
But what is? They should do something for 18 though, because like we have to card people.
They do something for 18. It's called being under 21.
Oh, well, I know, but
That's it.
you still have to look at it and know if they're over 18.
I know what you mean, but.
Sometimes the math sucks, and sometimes they're like, yeah, I'm 18, and then you do the math and no, they're not. Like,
But if they're clever enough to fool you, then fucking sweet.
that's not cool.
No, not really.
Don't fool me. It's not cool to fool me. I don't like it. I don't want to get in trouble.
Shame on you people. But hey,
Why would you want to pull one over on me?
Well, let me tell you why I would want to pull one over on you.
Because we
I keep
sell
looking
some
over
sweet
at the
glass.
No, I keep looking over at your computer, and there's a thing that says the male G spot, and I really want to know.
First, I have to tell you what you have down there.
Anatomy
I
time.
have a picture of a wiener on my computer. Not a weenus, but a wiener.
Weenus is somewhere up in here.
So Chris Custer is going to pull up this picture for all y'all out there.
Okay, so everybody that wants to learn something that isn't being taught to you by the government school, yeah, pay attention to your computer
Pay
right
attention
about
to this.
now. Not now. Nipples.
That's part of the anatomy,
look,
but
that
not
looked
the
great.
part of
Look,
the anatomy.
We got 10-second latency there, and I got to
Wow.
scroll up and see the whole nipple thing. That was pretty great.
Your nipple rubbing.
All right. So if you look at the screen, you'll see a person cut in half. They were popping off, and
We took care of that.
We took care of that shit.
So anyway, for those of you that don't know what the penis is,
Make it sexy.
there's a penis on your screen telling me to
Make it sexy.
with a shaft. Okay, so for those of you girls that don't know, men are born with foreskin. Most men have that removed.
It's not 3 skin.
No, it's 4. There's 4 of it.
Four of the skin.
4 too much.
So then the doctors cut it, right? Or
right.
is that the priest?
Well, it depends on your religion or your parents. 'Cause the doctor can do it, or...
I'm grateful that it's done, but what a bunch of sick fucks. Let's take your baby and fucking cut his wiener.
Who decided to do circumcisions? Like, who's the first one that has to get it done? Like, this is what we're gonna do.
Yeah, who was the first kid?
Like, I got the sweet idea.
Put
Let's
this
cut
metal
his...
bell over the head of your dick, and then we are going to cut. Okay?
Oh, Jesus.
How do you bring that up in a conversation? And like the first person that it happened to was not a child. It was an adult.
Alcohol.
It was done. Just one bad night of drinking gone crazily
The original
awry.
roofie is alcohol.
It's a dare.
Whoa, we got music.
Sorry.
So, for those of you that don't know, men only have one tube leading out of their penis, which is the urethra, which is where urine comes from, and semen travel through this duct. What?
Hank Hill and his narrow urethra.
He does exercises for that, though.
Right, I think it's called jerking off.
It's not. He wore light, airy shorts.
I feel kind of weird, you know, moving the cursor over, trying to show people where it's at.
Dude,
my
that's
cursor,
awesome. Thank you.
You can change your cursor to the hands, probably. Wait,
Change
what
it
the
to my
fuck? It's like a...
What?
Okay, he's just, I don't know, he's stroking the wiener, though. With, like, a black magnifying...
glass.
Black magnifying.
It looks like a wrench, kind of. Like, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it does look like a wrench.
wrenching
You're
it.
wrenching the fucking wiener.
Okay.
So, for those of you that didn't know, the penis is actually longer than what you see physically on the outside. Because there's a lot more erectile tissue.
Is that poop? In that picture?
That would be the rectum.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I'm gonna try not to be a
you're
have a
making
Beavis
this
and Butthead
really
moment
hard.
here.
This is really hard with y'all in
It
here.
actually doesn't look very hard at all.
No, it's
Quite
floppy.
floppy.
Really, do we have the Beavis and Butthead theme music that I feel like that should be playing?
She said penis. So anyway, for those of you that don't know what the prostate gland is, Custer's gonna point that out to y'all.
No, he's not. He's busy. The prostate gland is that middle thing that
Rest
looks like
your
the
wrench
heart.
on the prostate gland.
That's the heart of the
That
lower body.
is where men keep their brains. No, not really.
The prostate?
I don't know. It's got to be close.
That looks like the heart of the lower body.
The heart.
Yeah, like. Yeah.
So what happens, like, if you're having intercourse as a male and, like, you have to pee? What do you do?
It doesn't quite work that way.
What happens? Like, it all comes out the same hole.
Yeah, but I think that something shuts off. And sometimes when it doesn't,
Yeah,
like,
it's
it
like
hurts.
it's like a valve, and then because I've
Does, like, the
had that
prostate
feeling.
gland expand, like, while you're having intercourse and, like, cut off the tube? Because, like, the urine has to go through the prostate gland through the tube.
When I'm fucking, I don't know what my prostate is doing.
You guys don't think about these things? Do I
Some-
overanalyze my
Sometimes
bodily
I do
functions
to get
too
that
much? Like,
to get that feeling of I can't come, so I got to think about something weird. So I'll think about
what
like
is my
that.
prostate
Like, is
gland
my
doing?
prostate gland squeezing on the tube to my urethra tube?
Well,
I wonder.
well, while we were sitting here looking at this lovely heart of the male anatomy, we are going to talk a little bit about the male G-spot, because that is actually very close to where it is.
right there, in that
right
little
there.
area.
It's that right there.
Right there.
Right
I think
there.
it's right there.
It's close to there. Basically, what it is, it says the male G-spot isn't that difficult to find, but it does require a little patience. If you lie on your back, it is generally considered to be the most comfortable position to do this. You'll probably want to make use of the bed or perhaps a large sofa. So this is how you can find your own G-spot. Or ask your girlfriend to find it. She knows where it's at. Well, some of them do.
I don't even know what to say. I don't know if I like where this is going.
Really?
I don't dislike it, but I just can already tell it's not for me.
Well, the first thing that you need to do to have your G-spot, to find your G-spot or stimulate your G-spot, is to be comfortable. Take a bath. Relax. Listen to some music. Yeah, I don't know.
Not Slayer. Slayer is always appropriate, except when you're trying to relax to apparently finger your own butthole. I could be guessing here. I don't know. I didn't read the paper. I wanted to be as surprised as everybody else. Damn it.
It says that bathing beforehand can put a man in a more ease with the process. So we recommend starting out with a nice hot shower and then a bath. If you'd like to take it one step further, an enema is not all that uncommon.
Yay.
So this is kind of a little bit about that back door.
This town
Oh,
needs an enema.
baby.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
That back door.
That back door. You didn't know what back door we were talking about? You think we were talking about the studio back door?
Yeah, we were talking about butt fucking earlier. We really actually meant butt fucking.
No, I know.
I know, I'm just kidding. I just wanted to say that. It sounded funny.
So, from what I know, and like, you know, maybe one day I'll introduce you to this baby.
Wow, that's a vivid picture. Well, not really vivid, but like,
That's just stuff.
hello!
Hi, I'm Bright. And I'm a penis.
No, not that one.
Oh, this one. The
Yeah, the
hello. Come
hello!
talk to me. I'm a tunnel.
I'm a vagina.
Tunnel. Echo. So anyway,
Yikes.
Yeah,
there are
right?
two different ways to stimulate the prostate gland. And for those of you ladies that don't know how to do this, and for you men that don't know how to do this for yourself, there are ways. I personally don't recommend the backdoor method. Personal preference. I don't want it done to me, so I wouldn't want to do it to you. But you can actually take your finger, ladies, and press right beneath the testicles, and that will actually stimulate the male G-spot, which is actually the prostate gland. So what you're doing is you're pushing that erectile tissue up into the prostate gland, which stimulates things and makes things happen.
Holy shit, dude. Like, I don't know what the hell. Like, all of a sudden, like, my allergies just kicked in. I feel like my whole face went...
He's allergic to this whole talk. This whole conversation.
No, because the taint is actually, like, that's...
So
I was
your
wondering,
taint
when you were pushing on my taint...
is an access
and
to your G-spot.
Right, so the taint the butthole, but it is the G. It's
Massage the taint.
Massage the taint,
Massage
ladies,
that
'cause
taint, ladies.
That
And
shit
guys
fucking feels
wash
good.
it too, so they can.
Yes, men, please, we beg you, wash your taint.
Wash the taint.
Taint cheese, taint good.
Enough said on that subject.
Hey, Jenny
So-
Kush is blushing again.
No, the taint.
It doesn't count when I make myself blush.
Yeah, but that's just a great rhyme. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Bathing your man is hot. I have to absolutely agree with Angel. I recommend that if you are loofahing your man, reach between his legs and do it from behind.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet shit.
Just don't scrub his dick with the loofah. Like, that's not cool.
For a brief moment and lightly, it feels good.
Right, but don't scrub.
But don't scrub, don't jerk him off with it. Like, that's... Ow. that,
Yeah,
Whole
that's not
different
good.
situation.
yeah.
Yeah.
It depends on the softness of the loofah as well.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, dude, there's some
Yeah,
of
if
those
it's an
super
old
soft
loofah,
loofahs,
if it's an old loofah, they're a lot softer too.
especially when they have
nice
that,
and
that
broken.
sponge bit in them. The sponge bits, like we had one for
Oh,
Christmas.
my pretty purple one that I got for
Yeah,
Christmas.
That was pretty cool.
From my mama, Dina. Dina gave that to us. Yes, Dina. I scrubbed his penis with the loofah that you gave me for Christmas. Thank you, Mommy.
Got to be clean. Got to have clean meat.
Ah. This show got really personal.
Oh, dude, we could take this to fucking Timbuk. Fuck.
I believe that we need to pay some bills here shortly.
Shortly.
Shortly, but not yet.
Shortly, longly, I don't know.
We've got pictures of half
Of
man
that, but-
penises and half the vagina.
We're gonna talk about this when we come back.
The one-eyed hello.
So, what other things can you boys tell us that girls could do that would help?
Elaborate.
Like,
With what exactly?
A lot.
There's
okay, what things do you
I
like
need
to change
money.
it up a little bit? Like, not money. Like, this is a sex show.
Okay, sorry.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Sorry.
So no, you were gonna say something.
No,
Elaborate. Like, what do you
what kind of things can a girl do for you? Like, okay, so there's sex, and then there's great sex. So what makes sex great for you?
You know, like a guy can tell the difference between when, okay, an intelligent guy or a guy that's paying attention. If a guy's just trying to bust a nut, he's not paying attention to hardly shit. Who gives a shit? But if a guy's paying attention, he's not just trying to bust a nut. We appreciate the really subtle things, but if we don't have to think about things or take care of certain things,
Yeah, I
That's
like
awesome.
being told what's not being taken care of. Like, if I'm not doing something right.
So you like her to tell you what to do to her?
Well, and
What
like.
do you want her to do to you, though?
well, communication
anything's
is
fine
key.
with me. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, talking is good. I like to cuddle. I'm weird like that, though.
I like to cuddle too.
Cuddling's great until someone farts.
On your leg. Keep it away from the leg and it's cool.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't stink. Like, as long as it doesn't stink, I'm cool with it.
Well, like if one stinks here and there, it's kind of funny, you know, because it's like, oh, hee. Okay, wait, that's lingering. That's not so funny anymore. You know, like the comedy has some weird boundaries. You know,
Right.
like I mean,
I think our relationship's a little different than most relationships because like dick and fart jokes are like daily with us.
Well, yeah. I still won't fart when you go down on me, though.
Which is awesome. Dude, just don't fart when your girl's down there. Like, you fart any other time. And she may say she cares that you do it and be upset about it, but she's not really.
Sometimes it's an accident.
If you fart when she's down there, I don't care if it's an accident or not, that will end some shit.
Yeah, I'm just not even going to elaborate. There's nothing else to say.
Don't fart while your girlfriend's taking care of herself either. Kind of throws things off a little. Just saying.
That it does.
Like, if you don't want to take care of business and she's taking care of business, try not to fart. Okay?
Right, because there's a time to laugh and there's a time to bang. And sometimes banging and laughing don't go well together.
Don't go well together. It changes the mood entirely.
Right.
You lose rhythm.
You do. You laugh.
I don't know.
You bang. You laugh some more. It just doesn't.
It's just not the same. You don't get back to that same point.
Right. So, hey, lesson learned, everybody. Like, you too can avoid making silly mistakes. Don't fart.
All right, everyone. We will talk about the female anatomy here when we come back. And right now we're going to pay some bills.
Are you a medical marijuana patient or interested in finding out how to become one? Contact Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern. Conveniently located on Hamden and Tamarack in the Whole Foods parking lot behind Proof of the Pudding, Mile High Wellness offers a wide variety of edibles, hashes, and some of Colorado's top strains. Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern. 3525 South Tamarack, Suite 110, on the corner of Hamden and Tamarack. 720-382-8516. Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern.
You're listening to iCannabisRadio.com. Let's face it, rules and regulations are complicated, especially in the field of medical marijuana. Let Medical Marijuana 101 help you get through the compliance process. We can also explain to you your employment requirements, your employees, and your business. But our work doesn't stop there. Our experience in cultivation ranges from the design of grow rooms to the diagnosis and resolution of grow problems. Visit us at www.medicalmarijuana101.com or call 303-388-7706. That's 303-388-7706.
California's Attorney General has determined that the Repeal Cannabis Prohibition Act will save hundreds of millions of dollars from our overburdened justice system while creating hundreds of millions in new tax revenues from new sustainable jobs and industries that are friendly to our environment. But we can't do it without your help. We are seeking your donations to get on the ballot. Please go to repealcannabisprohibition.org to learn more about how you can help. It's time to end the war on cannabis and hemp in California. It's time to end the madness. Paid for by Sensible Californians Incorporated.
Hi, Josh Stanley here from National Geographic's American Weed. I'm here with my brothers, and we've just recently put together a foundation in Colorado to allow for cancer patients and other patients of debilitating conditions to be able to get a hold of cannabis-based oil that's just about free of charge. I've just about had it with seeing sick patients suffer needlessly just because they can't afford the proper medication. That's what the Realm of Caring is going to change. Visit therealmofcaring.com. The website will be complete and up on 4/20 of 2012. But until then, please contact any of us Stanley Brothers directly through email. You can get us at gratefuljosh@hotmail.com. Now come on, Colorado. We need to take care of each other. Join the Realm. That's realmofcaring.com. Thank you so much.
Are you a runner? Are you a runner who supports marijuana legalization? Run on Grass is a group of athletes actively seeking to change our marijuana laws. We speak the truth about cannabis, bringing the message through our feet to new ears. Check out runongrass.com to find out more about us, our events, and how to join up or how to sponsor a runner. If you're in the Denver area, please join us for runs or start a group in your area. Running not your thing? Any sport can do it on grass. Runongrass.com.
My name is Gary Johnson. Today I reach out to you, members of all political parties. I reach out to everyone with a vote and an axe to grind. From the Tea Party, the Constitution Party, the Green and Libertarian parties, I call out to all of you, including the disaffected and disillusioned among the Republicans and Democrats. Today there's a handful of people in Washington ruining America for 330 million of us. They've kept our nation in a state of perpetual war and increasing unsustainable debt. This small group has presided over the elimination of our Bill of Rights and the systematic dismantling of our freedoms guaranteed us under our Constitution. It is them we should be fighting, not each other. We the people will never agree on the small things, but let's agree on the big thing. Our leaders have blown it. If we don't get control of this ship together and fix it together, we all go down with it together. I ask you to join me in trying something that's never been attempted before in America. Let's put our parties and our differences aside one time. Be libertarian with me for one election. Together, we'll stop the spending and end the wars. Together, we'll rebuild our own roads, bridges, schools, and hospitals instead of building theirs half a world away. Together, we'll restore our industrial might and our economy. And if, in 4 years, we as a people decide we don't like peace, prosperity, and freedom, we can always vote tyranny back into office again. America is better and brighter than this. Be libertarian with me this one time, and I'll prove it to you. Live free.
And we're back.
That was a badass commercial. I tell you what.
Tell you what.
So, how many fucking elections are we gonna have before we fucking wake up? God, those are nice, dude. Every time you switch that
Dude,
screen
I
with
know,
boobies
like,
on it,
okay,
Jenny.
so I'm probably the only, well, probably not the only girl out there, but if you randomly, like, scroll through the tabs at the top of my computer screen, about every other one is boobs. And I just keep them there, but they're Volkswagen Beetle boobs. She's got headlights. And I like
Big
it.
bad beetle boobs.
Big bad beetle boobs, beetle boobs, beetle boobs, beetle boobs. Yeah, I'm an 80s kid.
80s kid or ADD kid?
Both.
ADD. Totally an ADD kid. So we are going to talk about the female G-spot now that we're back.
I know that if you rub it right, that it fucking
Crazy.
wetness everywhere. It's
Things happen.
You need the shop vac.
Shop vac in plastic.
it's
What was that?
I don't know what
I've never heard a shop vac that sounds like that.
That's because you haven't jammed it up a nice wet vagina. See, that's the joy of Sexpot
Stay
Radio. You
away
can
from
say things like that.
vagina
So when you hear it,
with-
you're like, oh my God, did that guy just say jam a fucking wet dry vac up somebody's vagina? And go,
That's what they do
What
when they're
the
trying to get a
fuck?
baby out. Like they vacuum it out.
nice.
So
Do
stay away from me with a shop vac, okay?
Alright.
So Custer, can you bring up this picture for our
Right
lovely?
there you go, a fresh vagina.
Look, some vagina.
Hello!
Yeah, it's some vagina on the outside.
Hello, how are you doing? See, that's not labeled entirely correct. They've got most of the things, but they forgot the taint. It taint the vagina, it taint the butthole,
It
but
taint
the taint
actually
is
a scientific word.
It's really, but it's a sweet spot. Like the girls, that's a good spot on them too.
So as you will see, actually I do need to mention while this picture is up here, people that tell you that they have their clit pierced don't usually have their clit pierced. It is usually the hood of the clitoris.
Right there.
The hood.
Where
the
did I pierce
clitoral
on
hood.
you?
The hood.
Okay.
If somebody can handle having clamps put on their clit, they are a champion. And piercing the clit requires clamps. I am apparently not a champion because I will not let anyone close to my clit with.
Yeah, but dude, that would have
clamps.
required some crazy shit. Like you have to jam the clamps up into the underneath
No,
the
you
hood.
can pull the hood back and
Yeah.
clamp it, but
Yeah.
imagine having your nipples clamped times 1,000. And then don't cry. Because you're not a sissy. Because you're getting your clit pierced. So yeah, anyway. I don't know where I was going with that. So anyway,
I don't feel very good all of a sudden.
You'll be all right.
Makes my nipples hurt.
We have babies come out of there.
Which, yeah.
Apparently, they look like that after a lot of babies. But anyway, girls have 2 holes down there. Well, 3, technically. You have your urethra. That's why I wondered, like, what happens when men have to pee when they're having sex, because girls have a urethra and a vagina and an anus. All of our things have very different jobs. Each thing has its own job, if you know what I mean.
I do.
Pee, poop, and babies.
I'm looking at you just very intently here, and I'm trying to find a wise ass thing to say, and I got nothing. It's
Right. I'm giving, Anyway, there's the labia major, which is the outer lips around the vagina, which is usually where there's pubic hair, but I found a picture that was nice and cleanly shaven, which I was very happy about because I went through several that were not. I was like, it's a picture. Why is it not shaved?
Because it was from a 1970s
Right?
textbook.
I was like, what? Where is all this coming from? Why? It looks like a haystack.
Looked like a Wookiee paw.
Yeah.
Right? But what?
Dude, fuck, that's so accurate too. Like shaved down there just means that every single spot down in that area is lickable.
Right, exactly,
Like,
which is enjoyable.
And nobody wants to like okay, for the people that are like, but hair, a little bit of hair is okay. It's like, sweet. Next time you say a little bit of hair is okay, just lick my armpit.
I'm like, one
I only
piece
got
of
a little
hair
bit
in
of
my
hair.
soup is not cool.
Yaha.
So,
Yaha.
no hair.
Right,
where
but
I
it's
eat.
only one hair in your soup, ma'am.
Yeah,
Sir.
but I can pull it out. No. Ew. I don't want hair in my food. I don't want hair down there. I don't like hair where I eat.
So what's the perineum?
The perineum is actually, okay. So, have you ever heard of Kegel exercises?
Yes.
No.
Okay, so if a girl like squeezes you while you're inside of her, those are the Kegel muscles.
Ooh.
Okay, the perineum is actually like the floor of the vagina. So imagine a woman laying on her back. The perineum is the floor. The clit is the roof. Everybody likes to get to the top. Everybody forgets about the floor. The floor is important. Very important.
Okay, so that's
The perineum is a very important muscle that needs to be exercised. So girls, if you don't know what Kegel exercises are, I encourage you to look it up and do it. Because if you have babies, you want to keep your vagina like it was before babies.
Nobody likes roast beef.
And you can do this exercise in church. You can do it in the grocery store.
Sir, that was
and
really
nobody
not appropriate.
knows.
You know? That was not cool, sir.
You can
should
do it
leave.
100 times a day. And nobody knows you're doing it. And you don't break a sweat.
Can you demonstrate?
Look, I did it.
Do 5 perennial push-ups. Sounds like some flower shit.
Right?
Go.
Stop. I can't do it when you're looking at me.
Come on. Do it.
Don't look at her. Don't look at her.
No. What is going on here? Now nobody's going to know what I'm doing. And when I'm around them, they're going to be like, are you exercising? No, I'm not. I'm pretty sure you're exercising.
Yes, she is.
She's always exercising. Anyway, but the perineum is that area between the anus and the vagina, the muscle between, and it keeps things tight.
So it's like the top of the taint?
The top of the taint.
Kind of. It's not the taint because we don't need to go into this.
Right.
But so what's that other thing? Right above it, the like the planchette.
The fourchette.
Yes. So it's like this is like the planchette of the Ouija board.
It's basically like the V of the labia minor.
The V.
The V.
Show me your V.
Is for vagina.
B is for
And
vagina.
this
That's good
is the
enough for
fourchette.
me.
Right
What?
here.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
So.
is that a responsive spot on a woman? Like nibble, bite, slap
Not
it?
really.
No. it's
Like,
just-
really, the most responsive spot on a woman is the clitoris. Like, pretty much the other stuff around is, like, it's good, but it's there. Does that make sense?
I'm really like I'm trying to come up with a joke, but I'm just trying to listen so
You
intently.
need to learn. No. Okay, so anyway, what you see from the outside on a woman of the clitoris is only a very, very small part. So, like, imagine my pinky is a clitoris, because the clitoris is about actually 3 inches long. Which is hard to imagine, but it's like a small penis inside.
Girls have a wiener too.
Girls have weenuses too.
Everybody has a
wieners.
weenus.
But, so basically what you're seeing on the outside is, like, the very tip of your finger.
You're
Or
seeing the
penis,
mushroom
or-
head.
You're seeing this little
The
bit.
mushroom head.
Yes.
You're seeing the very
And they
tip.
vary in size.
They do vary in size. Like, I'm holding up my finger so everyone can see. It's that big. Anyway.
Just like guys have different sizes of penises, women have
Girls have
si-
different sizes of clitorises. What you can see on the outside varies in length. What's on the inside varies in length. Most women, it's a very small portion on the outside. And actually, Custer, if you can bring up the other picture. Yeah, girls are that complicated that we need 2 pictures.
Yeah. There's not enough pictures to.
Here's the map. I'm a map, I'm a map, I'm a map.
Let's have a look, see at this map.
So, if you look at this picture that Custer's going to put up here, Custer, see where the line is pointing to the clitoris? There's that long tan that goes back and it has the V at the end. Do you see what I mean?
What am I looking
I'm
for?
pointing.
Yeah,
Okay,
no.
so towards the left of the picture,
Yeah, that little tab.
you will see the third word up from the bottom is pointing over. There's that longer tan piece.
No,
That's
to
the
left.
right.
Left. Your other left.
The other left.
The other left. Go
Over here.
down.
I'm pointing on my
One more.
computer like it's gonna help you.
What's the word?
Clitoris. That's what I told you.
Clitoris.
We're looking for the clit, man.
Why didn't you just say that?
I said
See
it
how hard
the
it
first
is?
time.
See, dudes, we're not.
It's so
we're not
hard
crazy.
to find the clit. I gave you a map and you still can't find it.
Fuck.
It's right there.
Oh my god.
Got it
Okay.
now I just gotta rub it.
So
That's there.
yeah, but you can rub it from the inside, which is better, sorta.
How do you do that?
Okay, so see how the clitoris actually is that whole long piece?
Right there.
It's that whole long, goes all the way back to the vaginal canal almost. That whole thing is the clitoris.
Wait, so that sack right there, when you go up and like when I'm fingering and I rub that upper
Okay,
spot,
so feel the
that's
roof.
the fucking bladder.
No, it's not the bladder.
That's what that fucking thing says right there.
That's not what you're feeling, because your fingers are not that long. This is a weird diagram. Like, I wish I would have found a better one. So anyway, feel the roof of your mouth with your tongue. Feel how it goes, like, from bone to, like, the soft palate at the back. Okay, imagine that you're entering from the back of your throat with your fingers.
Yeah.
Okay, so, like, you reach around that soft part. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The G spot is right on the other side of that soft part.
See, it sounds weird when you're trying to describe it. All I know is that when I touch it, you go ape shit. And so I just rub it until the fucking bed is disgustingly wet.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome. You're changing
appreciate
colors
it.
again.
God damn it.
Oh, fuck, I got you a couple of times. Dude,
Oh
this is
my
easy as shit to
God.
do. It's easy to do.
It's kind of weird when it's just me and you. It's easy to embarrass me, which I don't understand.
Which is weird, because it's usually you doing that shit to me, but here.
I know.
Me doing that.
So anyway, actually, the G spot is actually linked to a gland that the women have. That us women have. It's easier to find it actually if she's laying. This says if she's laying on her belly, but I think that's wrong. So if you have your significant other lay on her back, and if you insert your fingers and then pull forward till you feel that soft bulge The G-spot's right behind that. And then rub, and she will thank you a lot.
Grab a towel. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy clearly states to always have your towel.
Always have your
Always
towel.
have a towel. And the answer is 42.
Right. And so what 42 means is 42 minutes is about how long it takes to run a good wash cycle. I don't know why, in like slower washing machines. But to clean your towel.
Wow.
Get all that G-spot jizz off.
So, I feel like we need to speak about female ejaculation since we're talking about the G-spot, which the G-spot on a woman can actually be stimulated through the anus as well. And it actually stimulates not only the G-spot, but that perineal wall that we were talking about.
Really?
Really.
So are you saying that the girls can be stimulated to
Orgasm
the point of
through their anus.
liquefied orgasm by a proper fingering in the anal
Bong.
region?
Yes.
Bong.
I'm saying this. I'm saying stay away from me too.
Allow me to place my finger gently in your fanny.
No. So for those of you girls that are into that, sweet. I'm happy that you have two ways that you can have an orgasm. I have one and I like it. So, peace.
Pussy. You're
Yeah,
not a pussy.
yeah,
I'm just
that's
saying
where.
pussy is where it's at.
So, but yeah, with female orgasms, there is two different orgasms that a woman can have, and they're two very different orgasms. There's the clitoral orgasm.
So the
Which-
orgasm is not a myth.
No,
No,
the
it's
orgasm
just a
is
joke.
not a myth.
Long-standing joke.
No.
Female orgasm
Exactly.
is a myth.
Right. So with women, if you just stimulate the clit on the outside, you have a very different orgasm than if the clitoris is stimulated from the inside, which is the G-spot. Basically, the G-spot is the clitoris, the internal nerve endings of the clitoris. And that's what causes all this craziness. We can have two different kinds. 3 if you count the anus. So,
But
anyway,
But
5 minutes. I got 5 minutes to tell you about female ejaculation.
please.
So I'm going to read this to you because I don't fully understand it myself, but it happens and it's great. And if you as a woman have not experienced this, you can experience it on your own. It's more fun to experience with a partner because they can reach better. I will have to say. Anyway, the latest research indicates the possibility that all women produce female ejaculation, even if they are not aware of it. So every woman out there has the potential to have this ultimate orgasm. You just have to find the right partner, or you gotta find it on your own. The ejaculation is very much like prostate fluid. It is usually clear or milky and as thin as water. It does not have the look, smell, or taste of urine and is almost odorless. They have tested this fluid, and even if it does contain small amounts of urea,
Right
Okay.
back. Sorry, I got a buddy who's been outside for a couple minutes.
Oh.
Wanging on the door.
Oh no. Oh no, we have people banging on the door.
Oh,
They
I'm
can't get in the
sorry.
door. It's the front door, not the back door.
They need to come to the side of the building and knock
And
on the door, the windows.
Beat on the window. Beat our windows down. So anyway, we're going to talk about this together, Custer. It does not look, smell, or taste of urine and is almost odorless. The taste varies depending on the time of the month and diet, and possibly other factors such as the amount of stimulation received prior to ejaculating or the time since the last ejaculation. So if you've been storing this up for years, it's going to taste different than it does a week from now.
Yeah, and it's what your diet is, what you've been eating,
It's just like men.
Yeah.
Sometimes it tastes sweet, sometimes it tastes like not so sweet.
Right.
Who is our friend here? Ah.
It's my buddy Martin.
Hi, Martin. Thank you for stopping by so that you can listen to me talk about orgasms.
Female ejaculate.
You can't hear shit out there.
Pictures. Even though it is ejaculated from the urethra, so this fluid does come from the urethra, but it actually comes from a gland called the paraurethral gland.
I'm going to try to remember that the next time you're making a disastrous, lovely mess.
It's a wet spot. Use a blow
Wait, I
dryer.
already forgot what it was called.
Paraurethral gland.
Urethral.
Urethral.
It's like a paranormal urethral thing.
Right?
It only happens on rare occasions.
The myth that female ejaculation is the result of poor bladder control or excess secretion, which sweats from the vaginal walls and pools in the back of the vagina to squirt out during the strong muscle contractions of the orgasms, have been proven wrong.
I know dumbass
It is
guys
wrong!
who
That's
think
because it smells like wee-wee.
yeah,
It does
I know,
not
Yeah, no
always smell
dumbass
like
guys who
wee-wee.
think that women have peed on them during sex. It's like, you moron, you made her
Embrace
come.
it then.
Right?
Embrace it. During sexual arousal, the paraurethral gland fills with a fluid and may in some cases be felt through the vaginal wall. So sometimes you can feel the bulge of it through the vaginal wall.
Oh, yeah.
The amount of fluid released by the paraurethral gland is reported to vary from a couple of drops to almost 2 cups. The female prostate is actually a collection of paraurethral glands. The glands surround the female's urethra on all sides and empty into it through small ducts. Since the female paraurethral glands do not have the same structure as the male prostate, it is not really appropriate to say that women have a prostate gland. The G-spot does not need to be stimulated for ejaculation to occur. So yeah.
Interesting.
A lot to take in. I just find that I was sitting there zoning out listening to you. You know, just kind of like, duh.
The response can vary from a light sprinkle to a huge gush of nearly 10 feet out.
Which, yeah.
Cover the walls in plastic, people, and get it on. So, women can learn how to ejaculate. One method, the Braun method, Braun, makes me brawny paper towels. Begins with the woman lying on her back, legs spread open, her partner at her right side. After some sort of foreplay, such as kissing. You do need foreplay for this to happen. I will tell you all that much.
You gotta build up.
Like, you can't just be like, gosh,
Yeah,
like,
there-
you guys
there's no
need a little
button.
bit of something. We need a little bit of something. After some sort of foreplay, such as kissing, oral sex, nipple play, rubbing the clit, the partner inserts 2 fingers into the vagina, usually the middle and ring fingers, though you might prefer to use your middle and forefingers. I think the middle and forefinger.
I'm like, yep. That sounds
That
weird.
seems
Like, what
to
do we?
make
But wait,
sense.
don't do
Bowling?
the shocker though.
Do not shock her, because then things change.
Really, just think about bowling because you have your thumb on the top where you can kind of press down just at a certain
On the clit,
with a certain pressure.
and 2
You're
fingers.
the Spider-Man.
And we'll
It's
right
the
ab-
Spider-Man.
Right above too. The Spider-Man. I think
So
of it as
this seems
bowling,
to
you
work
know, but
for
yeah.
me. Like,
Or if you lick it and you turn your hand around, never mind. We'll
whoa.
cover that on
Okay,
another show.
anyway. Slowly, her partner moves his 2 fingers around inside of her, continuing the foreplay with probing fingers. He locates her G-spot. A slightly raised, spongy bump on the roof of the vaginal cave. That makes that picture, like, seem more like a cave now. Anyway. In most women, this is just behind the clitoris. So basically, like, what you're looking for is the opposite end of the clitoris, soft, spongy area. You'll feel the pelvic bone. It's all right there. Push that clitoris fucking nerve right across against the pelvic bone. That's all you gotta do.
Sure.
He then finds the center of the spot, pressing it gently but firmly. This pressure releases a warm flow of vaginal liquid, whereupon the G-man... What? It does say the G-man begins
What up,
vigorously
G-man?
fingering her in and out of her vagina opening, causing rapid orgasmic expulsions
I
of
think somebody
fluid.
mixed up their novella with this news article.
That
The
is the
G-man.
female squirting.
The G-man.
So yeah, that is female ejaculation.
So, dudes, if your chick is a human super soaker, it's fucking awesome. Don't let it freak you out.
And if she's not, find a way to make her be one.
Yeah.
And if it
There
freaks
is
you
a
out,
way.
dude, share that shit with somebody who enjoys that shit. Because not all
Right.
chicks, like...
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so
and
what do you...
I
what-
encourage women, like, I'll say that the first time that it happened to me, I personally kind of freaked out a little bit. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I made a girl do it once, and she cried. Scared the fuck out of me. I didn't know. Well, she just, destroyed my bed. Like, I was magical. I was like, yes, I've seen it in porn. It was magic. And I was like, yeah. And she just started crying like she didn't know. I think she was just utterly scared.
Well, the problem with it is that unless you know the difference, it does feel like you've got to pee, even if you don't have to pee. But it's because you're stimulating all those glands that are around the urethra, which contracts, telling you that you need to pee.
Right.
So
Was it
kinda
a
wakes
sad
people up.
cry, or was it like, did she just like
She
it
was
a joy?
scared
I don't know. I think she was just kind of scared at just
and embarrassed,
like,
probably.
you know, like.
Because like
and it was an emotional thing too.
It
Maybe
was embarrassing the first time
Well,
that
she
it
told me
happened to
that it
me.
was
Like, I didn't
more
know
of
what
an
the fuck.
emotional thing, if I recall correctly.
It's
but
very emotional, like very, very intense, very. It's probably one of the most emotional, intense things that a woman can experience. And if you haven't, as a woman, I'm sorry. I really wish you the best. I hope that we've given you some information that can help you. And if you don't find it helpful, please look on the internet.
Find somebody that knows what they're doing and ask them to stick their fingers in you. Wash their hands first. Tell them to wash
Wash
their
your
hands
hands
first. And
with
say,
soap.
look, like if I think if you're friends with somebody, you should be able to say, hey, look, you know how to finger somebody. Finger me really quick. Just make me blow a load, and it'll be all good. Like friends should make each other.
Friends should
feel
make
good.
friends come.
I've got lots
Over.
of friends.
We have to talk about that. We got 10 minutes left. We got to go to commercial, but I think maybe we have to tap on that when we get back for just a brief moment.
Okay.
Somehow. All right.
Sounds good.
Okay.
California's Attorney General has determined that the Repeal Cannabis Prohibition Act will save hundreds of millions of dollars from our overburdened justice system while creating hundreds of millions in new tax revenues from new sustainable jobs and industries that are friendly to our environment. But we can't do it without your help. We are seeking your donations to get on the ballot. Please go to repealcannabisprohibition.org to learn more about how you can help. It's time to end the war on cannabis and hemp in California. It's time to end the madness. Paid for by Sensible Californians Incorporated.
You're listening to iCannabisRadio.com.
Hi, Josh Stanley here from National Geographic's American Weed. I'm here with my brothers, and we've just recently put together a foundation in Colorado to allow for cancer patients and other patients of debilitating conditions to be able to get a hold of cannabis-based oil that's just about free of charge. I've just about had it with seeing sick patients suffer needlessly just because they can't afford the proper medication. That's what the Realm of Caring is going to change. Visit therealmofcaring.com. The website will be complete and up on 4/20 of 2012. But until then, please contact any of us Stanley Brothers directly through email. You can get us at gratefuljosh@hotmail.com. Now come on, Colorado. We need to take care of each other. Join the Realm. That's realmofcaring.com. Thank you so much.
Let's face it, rules and regulations are complicated, especially in the field of medical marijuana. Let Medical Marijuana 101 help you get through the compliance process. We can also explain to you your employment requirements, your employees, and your business. But our work doesn't stop there. Our experience in cultivation ranges ranges from the design of grow rooms to the diagnosis and resolution of grow problems. Visit us at www.medicalmarijuana101.com or call 303-388-7706. That's 303-388-7706.
Are you a medical marijuana patient or interested in finding out how to become one? Contact Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern. Conveniently located on Hamden and Tamarack in the Whole Foods parking lot behind Proof of the Pudding. Mile High Wellness offers a wide variety of edibles, hashes, and some of Colorado's top strains. Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern. 3525 South Tamarack, Suite 110, on the corner of Hamden and Tamarack. 720-382-8516. Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern.
Y'all act like you never seen a white person before. Jaws all on the floor like Pam and Tommy just burst in the door and started whooping her ass worse than before. They first were divorced, sewing her over furniture. It's the return of the... Oh, wait, no, wait, you're kidding. He didn't just say what I think he did he? And Dr. Dre said, nothing, you idiots. Dr. Dre's dead. He's locked in my basement. Feminist women love Eminem. Chicka, 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 Slim Shady. I'm sick of him. Look at him walking around, grabbing his you-know-what, flipping the you-know-who. Yeah, but he's so cute, though. Yeah, I probably got a couple of screws up in my head loose, but no worse than what's going on in your parents' bedroom. Sometimes I wanna get on TV and just let loose, but can't. But it's cool for Tom Green to hump a dead moose. My bum is on your lips, my bum is on your lips. And if I'm lucky, you might just give it a little kiss. And that's the message that we deliver to little kids and expect them not to know what a woman's is. Of course, they're gonna know what intercourse is. By the time they hit 4th grade, they got the Discovery Channel, don't they? We ain't nothing but mammals.
Who is this irresistible creature who has an insatiable love for the dead?
And we're back. So, we're going to talk a little bit more about...
I think we had a little bit more fingering to do. Fingering,
some fingering out
fingering
some
out
stuff.
to do. Figure out the female orgasm.
We're going to finger out some things. So, Angel asked us what is the difference in orgasm. Did we cover that? I think she wanted to know the difference between the internal and external orgasm. But I covered that, correct?
Wait, so is that like a mental and a physical gasm? Like a mental gasm? And
There are mind-gasms,
oh, yeah. Mental gasms are a real
which
thing.
are amazing.
Don't forget
And-
about eargasms.
Well, yeah. It's,
Eargasm.
fucking the ear. Can you hear me coming?
I can totally hear you coming. Yay! Okay, Angel says yes, I did answer her question. God.
You never know.
I don't know.
So the
Sometimes I
mental
forget.
gasm is a whole new topic, whole
Mental
conversation.
gasm can be easily reached if you smoke cannabis with your partner.
Do you have to smoke cannabis?
You don't have to smoke cannabis with your partner, but it does make it a lot easier because it alters your mental state.
Just easier?
Brings you... I don't know that easier is the word that I'm looking for, but it brings
Better?
you to that higher level.
Opens your
Of
mind
awareness.
for imagination.
Maybe it just makes it better.
I don't...
Like weed just makes everything better. You can say it, dude.
It totally makes
You're not
everything
smoking
better.
it. You can say it.
It totally makes everything better.
It does.
So
So it has to be a crime.
it's totally a crime to not smoke it.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck the government. Yes, I said it. Right here on Sexpot Radio. Fuck the government in the ass
Thank
with a
you.
dildo.
Freedom is awesome.
Barbed wire dildo.
With razor blades and rusty knives.
Dang, is crunchy around down? That sounded like crunchy.
So I have a joke for you.
A Brillo pad as well.
A priest, a pedophile, and a rapist walk into a bar.
He orders a
sits down and
drink.
orders a drink. All right. Anyway, so what were we talking about? Earlier.
I had to post that on his wall the other day. I'm like, don't touch me there. You're not my priest. What are you?
But I can be for a certain fee.
There's an outfit for that.
Sorry, ADD, but I had to get up and get my nicotine. So for those of you that wonder, if you instead of listening to this, you watch this shit too, and you see me smoking or vaping on this thing, some people think that it's for weed. It's not. It's my e-cigarette. So I don't smoke tobacco, but I vape this pen type thing and get my nicotine that way. So I just thought I'd throw that out there.
Because I know that Georgia's still listening. I believe she's listening because she's still in the chat room. I would like to have her on the show the week after next if she would let me tie her up.
But aren't we gonna try to talk her into next Monday if we end up trying to do pre-recording? We'll be here Monday.
Possibly. We'll figure that out.
And see if we can
tie her up on her own show. I'm just gonna come in with rope, Georgia, and I'm gonna tie you up.
Sometimes the best cure is a good fucking.
So on The Cure next week, I may just bombard Georgia with rope. She's gonna change the time of her show. She's gonna lock the doors. She's gonna hide from me.
So we have there's a lot of shows on the iCannabis radio network, and we really do love each other.
We do love each other a lot. Tomorrow, wait, what's tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night, hold on. Jeez. That's why I don't like the beds. I'm sorry. Hold on, I didn't need to turn it down all the way. God, Chris. The Thunderdome is on hiatus for a while.
Do we know what happened?
Oh, yeah.
Why are they on hiatus?
Because Crunchy is starting the kitchen in Step, and it's kind of hard to do that right now.
So, yeah.
And we're going to change.
Crunchy is cooking in a kitchen.
It's going to be exciting.
You can go enjoy his food at Step. Is he there every night? When is he there?
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights, and hopefully coming more nights. It's 4040 East Evans.
I'm excited to go.
Just down the street from the studio.
Is it the Old Deadbeat Club?
Deadbeat Club.
I'm excited to go eat Crunchy's food in a club because I've had Crunchy's food at a tailgate party and it's fucking amazing.
It's better than most fucking restaurants.
Dude can do so much, like.
He's got skills.
It's EDM and
on the hood of a car,
music.
he can do some
It's
crazy
a mousegasm.
shit. Like,
it's a mousegasm, and it's not crunchy in your mouth.
Right. Well, unless it's supposed to be crunchy.
The food that he makes.
Bacon wrapped cherries are kind of crunchy, which are bacon wrapped cherries.
I don't even know what to say.
Bacon wrapped cherries.
Everything that I'm horrified when it comes to
I will
bacon
close my mouth,
being
my
mixed with
eyes,
something
and
else,
open
like
my mouth.
I think it's just fucking terrible.
All I've got to say to you is
And
close
then I
your
eat it.
eyes, open your mouth.
Well, like
put it
when
in,
we were at
you
Apogea,
chew.
a buddy of ours made these bacon chocolate chip cookies, and it's like that is gonna be
Those were
disgusting.
awesome.
And we followed that motherfucker around for hours. Dude, can we have another cookie? Dude, can we have another cookie? They were the fucking bomb. Turns out that you can mix bacon with all kinds of shit, and it tastes good as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm a little freaked out that Burger King has the bacon sundae. Like
There's a bacon sundae?
It's like a caramel sundae where they jam a piece of bacon in it, and then they sell it for more.
That's lame.
It's pretty lame, but the concept is kind of cool. It's gross.
Because bacon goes with everything.
You can maybe crumble it like Jimmy's on the top of the ice cream sundae.
Are you talking about crumbling up Jimmy's meat on some kind of ice cream sundae? Why would you do that?
No.
Why would you do that to Jimmy?
Jimmy!
Okay. Damn it, Jim.
Poor Jimmy bastard.
Okay, anyway.
Anyways, were we talking about female orgasms?
So, no, we're talking about the other shows on the station.
Oh, yeah.
We're about ready to go.
So, anyway, yeah, we're getting close.
We'll have to do the female
Thursday
orgasm.
night.
We'll have to do a demonstration show one of these times and get really fucking racy. This is the internet. We may have to cut off the video, but we may have to do some audio of what a female orgasm sounds like.
Oh.
Don't fake that shit.
I'm not faking it.
We'll have to do some real shit. Anyways, that's coming up in the future. You never know.
Sometimes I'm just speechless and I don't know what to do.
So
$9.99 a minute.
Right. Ooh, see, there you go. We can have like 10 minutes of Sexpot radio cost money.
$9.99 a minute.
$4.20 for every 15 seconds.
There you go.
Give me $4.20 a minute. That's pretty cheap. No, I'm kidding.
So speaking of the future, if there's no Thunderdome tomorrow, then what? Tomorrow's a night off, and then Thursday.
And then Thursday would be
Radio?
Overgrow the Radio with our awesome friend Stickman.
Not Overgrow the Radio. But
Overgrow Radio. Radio.
But even more in the future.
Wait. You're getting ahead of yourself. Let's continue on. Figure out.
I'm getting ahead
I think
myself.
that Georgia's going to be on Overgrow.
Georgia is?
Yeah, I believe so. Georgia and Bob Krause.
Okay. Awesome. Do we know what they're going to be talking about?
Probably cannabis reform.
Jenny should know, but she's really bad at
probably Bob
keeping
Krause's
track.
trial that's going on, and a whole lot of other stuff.
Sweet. And then Friday is nothingness.
Friday is nothing.
Because nobody stays home and listens to the radio on Friday.
Friday, go
Hood
down to
Lab.
Step nightclub
Or Step,
Hood Lab,
or Hood Lab.
or stay home and watch a movie and
smoke
cuddle.
weed.
I think there's a foam
and find
party
your
at
G
Step.
spot.
Fuck, dude. I used to go to foam parties at Polyesters back in the day before
What-
Polyesters closed
Explain
down.
a foam party to me, because I don't really know.
I don't know either, really.
Okay, at Polyesters, they had several different dance floors. Well, the foam party was on the downstairs dance floor. So you kind of walk down these stairs and you walk to the right, and they had, it was an enclosed room. And the whole dance floor just filled with foam.
What kind of foam?
Like, just foam. Like,
Bubbles.
Is it dirty foam?
like-
Is it clean foam?
it's just like a machine that
Styrofoam?
makes foam. Like, okay, imagine if you take dish soap and put it in the washing machine. It's like that
the
kind of foam.
dishwasher?
Yeah, the bubbles. Just
Yeah, like
a
dishwasher
bunch of
soap,
bubbles.
like the
So
Dawn.
like if you put shampoo in a
you-
hot tub and turn on the jets.
Yeah, but it would only do so much. But if you were to put dish soap in the fucking hot tub, that shit goes forever. So it's like the foam. It's just big soft foam, and you dance, and you can dance however you want because nobody can really see you. You're in foam. It's fucking awesome.
Why are you dancing in foam?
It sounds weird. Why do you fucking put bacon in a sundae?
Because it
I
probably
heard
ends
a
up being
rumor that
cool
somebody
as well.
died
It
in
ends
one of
up
these
being-
foam parties because she fell down and somebody like stepped on her jugular with their
Well,
high heel and killed her.
Dude, when you drink, you got to drink responsibly.
I don't think you can wear foam or wear shoes into the foam.
You
party.
You
shouldn't.
can no longer wear shoes in the foam.
No.
You shouldn't. I mean, like,
Can you get naked in the foam?
Oh yeah.
What you want to
You
do,
can
whatever.
You can do people in the foam, and people do at Polyesters, dude. Along
Ew,
the wall,
so
there are
there's
people
other
fucking.
things in the foam?
Don't think about it like that. Like, it's not like if you jizz in the foam, it's not like it spreads to all the other bubbles or something. It's not like, hey, that bubble, your fucking sperm is on this bubble.
Comes floating
get
by
little
in the foam.
Timmy off of here. No, it's not. It's not like that. The jizz.
It washes off with the other foam, with the new foam.
I don't really know.
I don't trust the new foam.
Not really a bubble scientist, but all I know is that when I went,
You
like,
need a
it
scientist.
was fun. It was fun. It's worth it.
How old were you?
20s.
Everything's fun in your 20s. In your 30s, you worry about things in the foam.
I'm not worried. And I'm probably older than you.
Hey, don't even stress it, dude. Like, if you're gonna go dance in the foam, you need to leave your cares the fuck outside.
Okay, can I just ask that everyone be clean and they don't put stuff in the foam that they wouldn't want in their
So
foam?
okay. So people, if you're going to go out to a foam party, take a shower first.
Okay,
It's not a bathtub.
that's my only standards. You have to take a shower. And then you can get naked in the foam if you want, because I'm cool with naked. Just not stuff floating in the foam.
Just be careful who you walk next to.
How are you supposed to know who you're walking next to if you're all covered in foam?
Well,
How deep is this foam? I'm imagining
Some
it
areas
covering
it-
my
some
head.
areas
Why
comes
don't you
over
come
your
down
head.
and see and you check it
We
out?
have to go to this foam party.
We may have to do that.
Okay, this will be a whole new
But,
experience.
but
for me.
Hood
We
Lab,
don't have foam in Montana.
Isn't it
Like,
Cece's birthday on
It is Cece's
Friday?
birthday.
It's Cece's birthday now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard
She's
that we
getting-
missed the fucking the leaf blower.
Yeah.
We missed
I'm
the leaf blower.
disappointed.
Whoop-de-doo.
But it's fucking just sweet to see a machine decimate.
Good, I get to go outside and wait while everyone sits in the leaf blower. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Dude,
Did that
Chris
sound
has a really
cynical?
badass gas mask. Where
I
it had
totally
those
need a
spikes
gas
and things.
mask.
And those goggles, you could totally strap that on and
I'm
put a
totally
sign on that
doing
says
that.
"Victim of the fucking failed drug war
Victim of
on
society.
probation." If some certain people weren't such just jackasses, that
I'm
would
gonna
really
have
be
that.
a sweet,
I'm
some
gonna
sweet
bring
shit
that
right
song
there.
down and like they're gonna have to play it and I'll walk in a gas mask and
There you go.
yeah, fuck it.
So, next week we're gonna introduce a new show on the iCannabis Radio Network, and it's gonna be all about dabbing, all about concentrates, all about hash, all about the advanced levels of
710,
marijuana.
710,
Yeah.
and 810 for those of you that are out of this time zone.
Right.
Like,
It'd be Yeah,
It's going
there's a
7 to 9, correct?
Yeah.
7 to 9.
Correct the window.
We'll have a 7:10 dab session and an 8:10 dab session
West
for the.
Coast.
So can we
West
get like a
Coast.
couple girls to come in here and
Oh, yeah.
like bear some torches and
Oh,
titties
yeah.
and
Oh yeah. Oh
heat
yeah.
up heat up
there's-
your nail?
There's gonna be some sexy. We've got some good ideas.
Fucking
Some
A, I'm
fun
down.
things. There'll be lots of grams of hash and lots of joy and lots of love. Lots of love.
So, I do need to mention today I had this brilliant idea as to how we could possibly raise some money for the iCannabis radio station. Sexpot Radio in particular, because we need some sponsors. I would like to have a Sexpot Radio lingerie show in the basement here at the Edson office.
Well, okay.
That means we'll have
Georgia,
to have
can we have half-naked women in the basement?
I know of a place that might have that for free.
We
for
can
you.
do this at Step in the foam. Sweet. So
That means we'll have to find some dudes that are willing to beat the shit out of people if people get a little grabby.
I got some dudes.
Have to
You're
protect
talking
our
Crunchy
hot girls.
is running the kitchen. I think we know
I'm not-
people.
I'm just saying.
I
that
know
this is
people
one of
that
those
know
good times.
people, and we could maybe
Block.
get Primo's Wrestling to come in, and we have
True.
some Jello fighting and mud and stuff.
You know, there's actually a whole event right there.
I've got a whole event. We're gonna get it. We're gonna do it.
We're gonna have to do a few fundraisers.
I
this
need
way.
I need some female friends out there to volunteer to get sexy with me. Pretty please.
Pretty sure that won't be too terribly tough.
So we are going to look for these sexinesses and maybe look forward to this in maybe possibly the next month. So yeah, that's
Yay.
about it for tonight.
I think so.
I think we covered what we can cover for today.
We did a pretty good job winging it, cruising through it. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
Totally winged it tonight. I'm glad you all tuned in. Hope to see you all tune in next time on Sexpot Radio. Have a great night.
Peace.
Yeah, we like a bomb, 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 bomb.